using ground covers as dramatic showstoppers in containers. Ground covers can be dramatic. It's October and my garden is filled with color from plants you'd least suspect. Ground covers. These drift roses were once planted in the landscape and quickly became covered in pine needles and could barely be seen or appreciated. I put them on the corners of this raised garden bed so that they could cascade out and show the clusters of blooms. I did the same with this Asiatic jasmine, another ground cover that is prized for its foliage that varies from dark green to white to pink and even red in the fall. Some of it stays evergreen depending on your climate and the amount of sun it receives. When grown in the landscape, it quickly becomes one with everything around it and can be aggressive. I started growing it in a hanging basket last year, and it was so beautiful but needed to be transplanted, and it was the perfect place for it. This Plectranthus hybrid, with its variegated foliage, has quickly filled and spilled this gigantic pot as well as a corner of my raised garden bed. On the ground, you would not be able to appreciate its scape and scope and the luscious lime green and deep green foliage. Lastly, evergreen ground covers can be graceful and look very expensive if you can wait a few years. I bought this one for $14.99 3 years ago, and now it has been given the ability to cascade down over the edges of this pot and create these long branches. Had it been on the ground, they would be digging into the dirt and covering it up, doing their job, but not looking nearly as graceful as they do here. Plus, you get 365 days a year of beauty because it's an evergreen. It's a surprisingly inexpensive way to create an expensive-looking beauty.